Good afternoon and welcome to the MPP Hour, na SBC television and radio. All about na salon wherever you listen or you watch. Na the MPP Hour, na the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, the 60 minutes program where they can bring for talk about issues that with the concern we all who can call issue of national concern. Na salon, and as last week we will continue still for look at this national civic and voter registration. Now two things inside this registration. I make some money can talk say the registration na so problem, so wahala. But we they still continue for the big, we they implore, we they encourage all man say be allow with patient. What we say, we they serve the interest of Mama Salon, we they put our interest above all else, and we they love them and this. These are the tendencies what we for demonstrate that, and I make at the encouraging I say. Please, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, find time between the 20th of that March to the 16th of this April one day. Let you find one day, may you go register, may you get that slip, so that when the tech come, they will give you that card. And as usual, I get big alleged way come out now, the National Electoral Commission will for come look at some of the challenges, decide the kind of problem them they say how the registration process stand like that side where you don't register or that side where you agree but waiting they go on there. If you get any information, if you observe anything, you can call me or I beg your pardon, send me text na 0309 014974 or 076955191. But before I introduce the panelists, where they can give me updates, where they all the messages every day after all them, they say now all what we do over the last week from Wednesday last week we meet to today. If they can clarify all things, it will lay on our minds at rest so that everybody go feel happy. So I get, like I say, Master Sabi Mande, where they on top of the situation. One come out at the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, the other man come out at the National Electoral Commission. But before that, at the big one, let us sit down, relax, and let us watch and listen to the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, Madam Nane Thomas, where in go out for go register and go all about at the western area where all man they complain say na the problem there, the process slow, some man they say this, some man they say that. In don't go see and in don't do a video, na in with the can show, let una see, let una hear what the minister and self experience and which he say. Now let us sit down, relax, and let us watch and listen to Madam Nane Thomas, when the Minister of Political and Public Affairs. Enjoy.
No, don't register now? No. What's happening?
The project is they're supposed to done with the first batch before they come to Union. They're almost done with the first batch. Because then they give 50-50. Now they say they're supposed to done with
Because you want to register as well. Yeah. So you know we don't sit down from this morning. What's really don't happen? I'm not Minister of Political and Public Affairs.
When it's done,
How long you not done this?
Well, now welcome back to the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, our what we call MPP Hour, na SBC Radio and Television. And that's na it happen where Madam Nane Thomas, when the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, go out in the course of last week for go register. Now that it do, now that it say. And so now I come to the panelists, now the student, Mr. This man don't get an name, Mr. Sheku C. Johnny, when I in the assistant to the Executive Secretary of NEC, when the National Electoral Commission. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Okay, and to in left we get National Coordinator of Public Mobilization, when no other person than Mr. Osman Sanko. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, family.
Let me go straight to Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny, a lot of talk there. So the question what we don't throw out to people that will say, what's in the process of registration, stand like? outside the day, all about the country, from Kailaon, go reach na Kono, go reach na Pujol, go reach na Bangbatok, take come na Kabala, go Cambia, take come na Freetown. All man now practically wanting at the top, how to slow, you know, they say the timing, some man they begin quick, some man they begin quick, some man they knock off 5 o'clock, some man they knock off till 7, done among other things. And so the battery for charger, you know, say na sun, na solar. A place like Kabbalah, don't know the clean day because of the change of the, you know, say then they patap, they get out Wara mountain and get bit money place. So they like not the clean till they kind 9, 10, then they begin quick and then it's not they come up quick. So the battery not the charge. I want you to tell me the update, what everything you observe and what's the new update. Is the registration process, is it in place? Is it on course? Are you guys doing the right? When they get what you expect?
Thank you very much, moderator.
Yes.
I will answer your question by saying yes.
Yes.
In the second week of registration, when we did this media, so we promised Family and say we don't set up an operation center where we get reports from all over the country. You know, communication mechanism all put in place. For that notwithstanding, the field staff from operations department as well as from the commissioners, we go right around in district for level self go see apart from the complaints and level see and how we were able to come and improve on that here. So for the whole of last week, majority of us been there out of the country, and most of them see where they complain for slow, the process slow, and people in the Timapi QT they fed up, they go back in our house. We don't try to foresee how we improve on that. You know, we go right around and we'll find out say some of the questions when people they really ask, like you see somebody come like a Liban man get him with the typing Bolido say come for register, ask them for let go bring ID card. So we try to see how we redress some of those issues with registration staff that whether they feel.
Particularly
you know, so when they want to go through all of them questioning them, something that you can use intelligence without asking. So we see we don't try to improve, and even the average we don't improve now up to like 100 people per center per day based on the calculation from the 3,500. Right. You know, and also some people they wait in the off 2:30. We also discover in some areas and they after 10, 11, all man don't go on a farm. People that is done for the whole day at the center, nobody don't come. Unlike some other urban areas there,
like where's the area?
People go QT. Then just because they also they communicate and compete, we don't people don't come. If I wait 3 o'clock, we don't go ourselves. So people they say, okay, no, the policy say you continue for register people that even those ones that were in a queue until you register all man before you go home. So you for now say you get a few sample where they extend beyond the normal 5 o'clock time, unlike others. But actually, the commission in policy will still go by and will stand by now from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
If people in there, so in this community, will help we. If you notice, people in there they open quick. We can always normally give their numbers. They want to call the operation center. If it is in the western area, inside, what coordinators they mind you, what supervise them people here. So we don't necessarily need for common head office for go there. We just instruct them.
So I want you to tell me, Mr. Johnny, apart from the one the way where they write, where they snap, you get possible when a coordinator, where they when a supervisor.
Yes, I will. In the day. Yes, in the day. Now in the initialize all the machines in the various centers there, especially in the urban areas. So we say the distance is a short. So in the morning, they normally don't go initialize the machine there before 7:05. Mind you, then they begin from 6 a.m. They all are provided with jeeps, rented jeeps. Right. So they go right on 3 or 4 centers, maximum 5 centers. Each ward coordinator forget. If they go initialize all the machine at 5 centers, then by 7 o'clock, all man are supposed to start. So and then ward coordinator communities then. When I go try for go to that center, then let's tell that the ward coordinator within a what's the number they will give us so that if we can't remember the queue, somebody don't answer, we will call the ward coordinator. Or we call this operation number, so we go trace the ward coordinator. In the areas of battery, we also discovered that in some communities, then people they volunteer for light generators for help. People they for light.
Okay, so apart from the sun, they actually charge out
with
electricity.
Yes, it gets such where we use connect them directly from electricity for let the battery charge. People they don't provide then charging facilities for staff there. But that notwithstanding, the commission in the operations department, when we get the first week that batteries, the solar panel already charging batteries, the commission make provision for all centers in 3,300 centers on a daily basis. They provide logistics for letting they charge. How? Then we first map up in 2 days time in all wards, if they get any charging center, we find out the 3,300 centers we all get. Each ward gets a charging center. So we make provision for per machine, per battery per day at 5,000 euros for letting them go charge for 4 hours. Because 4 hours it take for letting get 100% full. So all that provision also done this. So we know you get problem with solar batteries now. No, they charge the batteries.
Okay, well before you continue, look at all the problem.
That done with Kabbalah.
That Kabbalah.
Because Kabbalah recently, I just commoded yesterday. You know, so the Kabbalah said not only the whole district where you say the cloud can cover all the period, and we know they expect early morning 6 o'clock. We put the machine on 6 o'clock. They expect sun 7 o'clock for put the solar panel. But and then interior, I go as far as Mongo.
Okay.
I go Alcalea, I go Sinkunia, I go Musaya. They want they come out Kabbalah. They know them place there. I able to take sample of all them places there. If it's morning hours, definitely you don't expect the solar panel for work. When you don't pass 12 to 4 o'clock, they can get sun. We still dry season even out there.
Sure.
You know, so we advise them people that even though they get provision for battery for recharge their batteries there, in those areas where they wait for use the sun after 12 o'clock, when sun cannot come up fine, let it try for user.
We continue for do with we at the MPP hour and Mr. Sheku C. Johnny, we come out na the National Electoral Commission as well. You know, they know they try for see how this issue of battery, you know, the go slow, people are not experience, different problems the way people are not, just for make sure say all man get opportunity for let it register. So not for vote no more, for like just say you know Salomon, you want to be part of this process. Because that nine make you Salomon person. So but now bring Mr. Usman B. Sanko, we na in the National Coordinator of Public Mobilization. May you, what did you take on this? How do you see this whole process? At least from the tempo we don't come here last week to now.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Let me seize the opportunity too for thank the family and the country for the way they now respond to the calls of we the different stakeholders then in one way or the other for make them embrace this registration, which has been good. Then, NEC, to be fair to, themselves, then they respond to some of the problems then, where the people and they bring, and where we self they discuss now. So they have been responsive, they respond to some of the things they are. But some problems then they will just still persist. One, if you talk to 10 people there, now this country, every day we don't go register.
Yes.
Maybe 8 people will tell you about that slowness.
This, some man say
especially
slow,
in the western
some man say
area,
too slow, some man say very slow, all different types shapes of
yesterday
slow.
they talk to
Now
one man. We tell me say they left 5 o'clock in the morning and a Kabaton. 5. Then go to one center where by the time they reach there. In fact, I think the line be long. So they move, they go to one other center. Wherein from 5 o'clock when they reach there, maybe 5:30 when they reach there, they now done the process till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The man and family. But they were patient. So waiting I admire on that. Now the patience with the people they really show. So that means to say then really they respond to the calls them way the politicians, the tribal heads, and different people.
And the president as well.
And the president as well.
Yeah, it's going to start this process rolling.
But NEC still get for do their work.
Okay.
Because the people then, they really don't show concern and they don't embrace this process. And one other thing where you talk to the people then, where the people they not embrace, where first time, the people then first time, they be too much concerned about the political aspect. I know they register because I know they for vote. Now they don't move from that angle there to the angle where the long-term benefits where the voter registration
yes, the card itself,
where the
card
card itself,
yes.
Get. So that's again shows say learning don't take place.
Right.
But patience gets a limit. So believe you me, I don't know which are the numbers where they can't ask.
With the council, yeah, I do with the council.
But you still get a lot of people the way they out there we not register yet.
Okay.
So that's now one thing and they will make we not get fooled by the numbers.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That in Mr. Usman B. Sanko, in the National Coordinator of Public Mobilization at the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, where they bring this program na radio and television na SFBC. So you can be part of this program. So you can tell me what's in the registration process, how we turn like. That's the way you do. If you able to text we text na 030-014-971. If not, I tell you get 076-955-191. I beg your pardon. Mr. Johnny, you with him, Mr. Sankose. You are more outside before you can tell me the updates from the table last meeting, how the figure they don't tell like.
Okay. Before I go to the update, moderator, I want to thank Mr. Sango for the concerns that we raised. It look like we were all left here last week. We all man they go out still, but see how we reach out to people and tell them the message. For the slowness, it's not good nice slowness no day, but you know the 100% across all the centers. You know, we get slowness, we get fast learners. However, how the program they gonna people they about still there are a few centers who still agree that people that is slow.
Because some man say inside 10 minutes they get it started.
Yeah, some
man say 30 minutes. Yeah. So the thing they vary.
They vary, and
yes.
We still just like for our continue for waiting Mr. Sanko say for people continue for patient and ensure say let's look at the benefits in actually
long term
benefit. Let's make sure say they register. We will agree, and they can't give you updates about. I still agree. Say many people still then there's a time they force. They will wait say last minute. They don't know because from the numbers how they see as they read. I want to read and give the update as of the.
Then at the third week.
The third week.
The third week of registration.
The
beginning which period? Which period are they from?
The 20th of March. The 20th of March.
Okay, from the 20th of March till go
the 4th of April.
4th of April. Now we can hear you now.
Yes, sir. 16 days. 16 days update.
Okay, all right. Okay, now 16 days altogether.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, please.
So up to the.
Now remember, say listeners, when they listen, when they now by region, will they take a more? Eastern region, Northern region, Southern region, and Western region. That's what they can.
Yeah, that's what they read them.
Yes, please.
This is a provisional daily registration update for from the 20th of March to the 16th of April and the period. But for this one now only 16 days registration will end on the 4th of April. Yesterday. So in the Eastern region we have 3 districts we comprise of Kailan district, Kenema district, and Kono district. So far we have registered successfully 408,900 successful applicants in that region, in the Eastern region.
Okay.
In the Northern region, it comprises of 5 districts. We're in Bombali, Cambia, Kwenadugu, Port Loko, and Tonkolili districts. We don't register successfully so far 642,373 applicants. In the Southern region, we get 4 districts: Bo district, Banff district, Moyamba district, Pujon district. So far, we don't successfully registered 384,002.
Okay.
384,002. And finally, in the Western region, we comprise of 2 districts: the Western Rural District and the Western Urban District. We have successfully registered 372,354 successful applicants. So far, up to the 16th day yesterday, the NEC has successfully registered 1,807,629. 1,807,629 successful applicants. This is just 72% of all centers of the 3,300 centers. Now only 72% on the average who don't get a report for so far. So, but we still get outstanding 921 centers. Then we then report for up to the or the 16th and the 4th of April. We know the inside. So it's very possible that it could be a little above this by the end of today. Okay. So that are the updates so far from the National Electoral Commission.
Well, looking at the updates, because the reason why we not go make let the updates dry at the people in mind. Let's just go over them again. Or we get Eastern region. No, and they taken now by order of you know, you always first, second, third, last. Okay. From waiting, we don't hear from the man we come on at the National Electoral Commission. Now the Northern region now in the lead by 642,373. Followed by Eastern region, Usai Kailaung, Usai Kenema, and Usai Konode, on a 408,900. Followed by the Southern region, where now comprised of Bond, Pujeong, and Bo District. In 384,002. But so the fear and the alarm way Mokubo and the race say Western area, we people remember saying that the Motama Boku because man you can see like 300 man they sell jumps like bring then they have to try the quarrel. Now they did last, then only 372,354. Make sense of their figure. What okay. Make it the figure themselves, sir.
Okay. As we say, now getting Boku money now in Freetown.
Yeah.
Somebody will say, check that center, but I go take first back and they come back. And in Freetown, the fact that most people, if you don't go out on a daily basis to man on there for it, so people really not get time yet. But those ones that don't go time, don't make way for capture this one. But since, as I promised last week, that they get a plan of those centers them, either they are not covered or either people they stand in queue for long, they address them. The commission will take this policy decision now for send additional kits starting yesterday. In the Western Rural District, we don't already send 10 centers so that people they come as a mega center, they don't for the whole and they go back. We don't put kits in 10 centers in the Western Rural District. And first different we know the Western Rural District. Western Rural District actually they begin from Urugu Bridge up to Koya, BN Newton. Then on the western side they begin from Lehuma Beach by Majetown. Majetown and the Western Rural District, they begin right around the peninsula up to Banana Island. So we don't add 10 additional kits to centers, where the mega centers, where people need to queue for the whole like Tomboso, populated, like 5 in Waterloo.
Yeah, because I saw some man suggest say made them send more machine for made them speed up the process that the Western area.
In the Western urban, we don't identify 33 centers, where the mega centers, people need to in queue. Wait for the whole day, they know they register. So after tomorrow, they queue, so we hope say they will cut down because these are new kits them where they don't send. Not to the staff, the staff the way they did originally, they for continue for the day. But it's a backup kit and backup staff. So like
for let us speed up.
This so that at least we go this number. But mind you, then figure also where they see. Not to like census national population where they deal with, where they look at 17 years and above, and they will register. Okay, so they will take cognizance of that fact that now 55% of national population now with the address when 17, 18 years and above, now they look at. So we see that because Freetown make a high number, so then beginning population will come Freetown pass the other areas.
But the question is, Mr. Johnny, with the kind figure that we don't get this update that we give it today, we now beginning from the 20th of March when the registration begin. Can reach yesterday when on Tuesday, the 4th of April. When I think say when I go reach when I target.
Yes, I can say.
Target figure where when I don't one register before this exercise I come to an end.
Okay.
Now they on track.
Yes, sir. We target actually a formula I can always remind 3.5 million target.
3.5 million.
5 million now they don't forget. Within 28 days. By 8 days, 16 is done now 1.8. As far as the plans are concerned and how to execute the operations in the field, we still optimistic say we'll be able to achieve that we target by end of 28 days.
Okay, Mr. Sanko, from what we don't see figures here, so the north, the lead, followed by the east, the south, and finally the west. Someone and also just say, is it because they pay attention too much na the eastern province na make the figures every day? What's in your take on?
Beyond take on
how
this,
you see this process?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Yes.
Beyond take on this, based on engagement, how they engage people there, tell them which are the problems, and then tell we solutions, things that we then will put in place. Like not enough. And when you talk to the stakeholders, like politicians, chiefs, tribal, the imam them, now the not more. Waiting, then be suggest say them go do, and I think say in the work way they raise the number they up. Some of them, like Potloko district for sure.
Right.
You will get people there where volunteer for put vehicles them. Now places where they go move the people them to distances because now I make you see say through the problems they will be get about the long distance.
Yes.
Where people can get for worker 8, 9 or 10
Don't know
miles.
kind of back the chap.
Yes. It don't they dwindle.
Okay.
Because I think say the stakeholders them, like the paramount chiefs, the imams, and all the relevant stakeholders them, then do things them. They put measures there in place for help the process. And I think say that day, now we know we will get a free toilet.
Well, another thing, maybe we'll not get a free talk. The man them way they register we.
Yes.
You know, the officials them. It's not like they know they give them water or eat or
Well,
eat
now
self.
nothing and
You know, but the man they angry.
all down there.
Because upline you know say like get the Kailan so anyway maybe they kind.
Fall within.
You know, they're nice, they will give them thing for eat. They will give them.
You got people that
you know,
volunteer,
they cook for them.
Born
Yes.
in the district.
Yes.
Like Potloko, can be yourself. You get people the way they volunteer, where they buy water, where they for encourage the people there for them alive.
Yeah, for letting they.
You know, well, Freetown now because of the so-called sophistication, people that
All man the paddling
think
canoe.
say they know, then think say they are independent, or that
Say
they
they pay the man them.
Yes, but I think say so that fall on the head of neck for create a friendly atmosphere, a people-friendly atmosphere. We go make people then gravitate for let them go register. So then say them get for play that role day.
Okay.
You know, in as much as they stay with the think say the stakeholders, then people that know they care the paramount. No, well, the anti-paramount chiefs they know they.
No, they are. Their section,
their
their section
key,
head, them
man,
village, them tribal headman, them,
so
then imam them,
the honors
them pastor.
left on neck for let themselves then do something we will change this current situation. And before I ask Mr. Johnny one question where you know doing the ego answer. The numbers there are, say for example, North, where we have been where right now we get 642. Part of our strategy, like how many people there will be expect say from the 20th of March where this thing starts to the 16th of April where this thing get for done, like East 408 now. Which are the numbers then? Where will not be?
Where the target?
Well, if we don't plan for 28 days, we know we'll take this figure now for assess with projections then. Because if you look at the figure now for the 15th, for instance, the 14th on the 14th and the 2 weeks, the midway, if we don't get 50% across the regions.
Okay.
So if I get update now about the 15-day number, so you know
Yeah.
obsolete. Otherwise, if we don't see the spread on the second week, how many towards the goal with each region?
Okay.
Don't go. If you don't go like up to 50%
Okay.
of what you expected by projection.
Don't go halfway.
So but that's
don't go
3.5
three
projection
quarters.
for all regions. You understand? But by 15th day, the statistics will tell you whether you did towards what. As far as we go up to the 14th day, 2 weeks of registration, each of the regions don't go close to 50%.
Okay, Mr. Johnny, well, as to the ask question, before we can't call for one short break because we get one other video we want look. We get people them, you know, big people them, we allege them where you don't send nice message, where they congratulate, tell people and thank you, they continue for urge them, encourage them, cajole them, you know, bio them, may them will come out, may they not tire till this process come to an end on the 16th of April. Before we reach that side, people and they don't send a couple of text messages them. And all the messages now you don't work they say elephants load. Elephant ain't not picking load. So the first person is about Mr. Usman and say what to make a Southern province get over 800 machine them for 28 constituency, you know, and less than and now for now Western area we get 27 constituency, get 400 machine and no more. They say that question they no ask you. Don't back they say the neck they say the process, the registration process they will cancel them. How they say the process no legal, no legitimate, and then the person they ask whether they slip, then they don't register. They slip them with their old, made them throw the slip them as the process no valid again. Then the question number the third person he say but people that don't register now what them way different from the side and way than they we don't get for the vote. So because of this boundary delimitation, they say they don't create new district new ward new constituency. You see whether that will affect this the voter business with them kind sleep every day. Finally, the other man say the process of registration say it be very fast now the east and the south. He said so whether that mean to say now they will not don't put attention past all the other two regions in the country.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, moderator. Let's see whether we will address some of the
Answer the
issues
question
here.
there.
The first one is say why more machines than they now?
Yeah, 800 machine them
Yeah,
for
it's
28
a
constituency,
yeah.
but inside we don't have 27 constituency. Now only 400.
Actually, that way we don't get much time. But this slip of paper all they give, and I will suggest to the operations room like let make one sample then the paper let people then see. We not the only give them figures here.
back. So
But yeah,
left 1 hour back.
This slip here so for let you forget them figures at the end of the day. It will tell you number of wards, number of constituencies, and number of registration centers established within wards and within that constituency, within the district. All right? And so now, based on number of wards and the population, we don't project say X number of people will be serviced by one machine. So if you find out in the western area, you get more centers them because they get more constituency. Because when you say south, you are looking at only the total within and south to. But that total is made up of 4 districts.
Four districts. Yes.
In the east, made up of 3 districts. In the north, made up of 5 districts.
Okay.
And then total. When you look at western area, you find out say western area, it really gets the highest number of constituencies looking at as a district.
Okay. When I 2 districts,
Look western
area because
rural get 8. Freetown Urban here will get 20.
Okay, the constituencies.
Yes, we get 20 constituencies. So they're high above the other one them. And based on constituencies, based on the number of wards within and inside that 8 constituencies, we get 48 wards where you get at the highest. Now you get the highest. No other district not the way get down there. So where the core region are totals here, so comprised of 10 districts here where they get the constituency and wards totals. And based on that, the number of centers we are deployed, and based on that also we deploy the kits. So if you look at this statistics, just like to say, if we make them public, you will find out say the machines are really evenly spread. Evenly based on the number of constituencies and all. Look like if you take Poti, inside Poti before you want to reach grass, you don't pass 2 constituencies. When you reach now Upgum from Bome to Ajakarauda, that we don't look one constituency. This other constituency go towards the hill. Unlike when somebody they come out Dogolea for go na Sinkunia for go. Yes, you get for work something like 4-5 miles. You know, here somebody go hold your nose. You come out and wash. You know other constituency.
Because the constituency not over the size of the place. So
the number of people that people then representation.
Not the people.
Not the size of people.
When I remember say this is a big.
The one that
not over the
geography. They say a densely populated.
Not the population.
When you go to other places, there's sparsely populated, except for urban towns. So if you take like who side and get a big urban towns, you see the figures. If you go now want to go at district level.
Okay. Also, Mr. Well, because when they come call for break, but before that, I just answer this next question. I will say this process of registration now illegitimate, illegal, or many people let the way they sleep there. The process will go on.
So far, I just come out some neck account. The registration process they go as scheduled. Where possible, say people they say something that 28 days not they do. No.
Okay.
So family level they are the registration process. Not get anything for let it stop. If they go ahead. The slips that will give una a valid now will get for use for give una ID card for let una get opportunity for vote. You know the effective voter slip you get now continue for keep and safe as we don't tell you so that when you carry the ID card and that they take for collect your ID card. The registration process they go as scheduled. You don't get any alteration.
The Director of Public Mobilization, what thing you will talk about that?
Well, good. Are they in line with within Mr. Johnny say? Because from Monday, within a parliament,
okay,
and one thing where all the parliamentarians then decide on unanimously and then debate, they want the registration process for continuing.
Let not tap.
Let not tap. Waiting they happen there, no get nothing for do with the registration where they go on.
Okay.
So that one day you make people and all begin think, say, oh, waiting they happen in parliament.
They say,
therefore affect
the rumor mongering.
So that one day you own, and I can safely say, you, Mr. Moderator, now me and you, they sit on a parliament from this time when this process begin, and you self no say, no parliamentarian, no talk say it is against the process of registration.
Both SLPP or
SLPP,
APC
or APC, because
speak with one
this
voice.
registration, not a political process, this na national process. We get for benefit everybody.
Okay.
That's now one thing that understand.
Right.
We need for make the people that know. But another thing, sir, we I want for make Mr. Johnny where he go. Make he go tell the boss them. See that for be part of the strategy. So after then we don't take because you building every day where at the go at the camp, people in the camp. Them tickets they wait in the show. Like me own way me get me picture they. People and then are you building where they show me tickets we not get them pictures. So then they come to read and say, Minister of Political and Public Affairs, this will be una problem. So we they tell una, say, make una begin anticipate, say, these are some of the problems they want to get for encounter.
Okay.
You know, we think ahead now.
Right.
Out of the box.
Right.
So
when I continue for with me, that the voice and the person of Mr. Usman B. Sanko, we are Director of Public Mobilization. We'll come back again to Mr. Johnny very soon and to them too. But now, one pause. Make we listen to the voices of big people in the country who team up before by this business, whether they continue for urge way and encourage way, and even beg way, you know, for now we continue this registration like the team no stop. So let's pause and let's watch this video. If they listen to radio, when they hear their voice, when we able to recognize them, if they watch on TV, of course when they know them are people when are public faces, when are household names, when we watch.
Fambulem Yunado. My name is Nanette Thomas, and I'm the Minister of Political and Public Affairs. I don't register. I beg you now. Go register. Now you know rights. Now you know civic rights and responsibility for make you go register. If you want to take part in the election, proper one. Now for register now. Do ya me de beg you now. You know not wait last minute. Last minute, boku yagba kindede. When you register, the first way they demonstrate now you nationalism and patriotism. You they show say me na Sierra Leonean and like me country. Me family them. You go now. Let you go register. Let God bless you all. Alone. Let Bambai tomorrow. Let no go get nobody.
But also for purposes the way now.
welcome back. Sorry, we get a little technical problem on some of the video, but when I give Madam Nane Thomas, and we have just been the watch now, we very young minister, Mr. Mahmoud Bangura, we are the Minister of Youth Affairs. Now the same message in the tribe for talk. So we are whatever difficulties, inconveniences, tiredness, hunger, thirst, what you will alone, no stop. Mr. Jonathan, I go to you. With all the kind of people don't come from the faxes of man, then the bribe for go inside, says so the man, and then the man and say when they do the job, they're not professional, they're tired, they talk say they pay them fine, so then their attitude to the people they're bad. How will you what thing you see the way forward? How we go get out of this so that at the end of the day we not go achieve una goals we say when the salon people that nobody not go day, what they go left out.
Well actually Mr. Moderator, like what would they say, and this team of registration staff will take the best we can take as Sierra Leone, no Guinea, go find other person for Leone can get this job. Then when they apply for the job, we go through the processing, we train them, and they're out there working as representatives on behalf of the National Electoral Commission.
Yeah.
But like we get text message and other information where they get say some people then they in as much as they give cards to people then they still like St. John, that center, they don't give me the number now. I will make sure so we are reaching our office, let them go, let the work coordinator go and check them and say, you know, nobody not supposed to give anybody. And I mean, we talk on the radio, television, say now free compulsory registration. Nobody not supposed to give any money. No go ask for say, okay, we will come by 10 o'clock, but where I can let them say, I know the person go assist on the queue. People that they will be doing that guy say, can I? So they say not to directly go don't get the money, so they go don't get extra. But anybody detects anybody in an electoral fraud, you get law them we go able handle one day. Nobody not supposed to give anybody money.
Yeah, because the man say they actually blatantly ask them for them bribe. Man and vex. They say they're not the register. They turn back because they say they're not the bribe.
That is outside the procedures and
it's shameful.
This from say we come here we go for handle one day. Like now you believe when I see the minister, the two minister them registration slip and the ticket where the machine print out. Then for 2 day now decide. But in the UB also people then they report say they get ticket just like that print out. Like the supermarket print out. They say they don't register, but there is no photo on it. And me I assure the public say that particular machine, that ticket not the only commodity. It also gets the new serial number of the machine itself.
So that they know which machine.
We get a candidate. We picture not depend. In fact, you know. If they get anybody print you details without it don't take you photo, tell us say me own photo not depend. That will not still complete. We able for give take you photo and give other card.
Okay.
Yeah. So also like Mr. Sakoti say the food side, some people they magnanimous enough, some Sierra Leoneans they philanthropists enough, they provide food for the staff. Other areas then they not mean say the people them that they're responsible for feed you because we don't send them that field and we don't give them transportation first for the center, we don't get a stipend for the first week. We now money, but in fact, we say whether for pay them or give them bulk money, we are still deliberating on that. But by the end of the day, we'll take a decision on that.
Because I say, well, before you come at that point today, man, not tomorrow you just want to send text, say the thing they go on fine. For local district, for instance, but what they see apart from the power bank way, not the last, they see the people themselves the way they register, they're not too professional because they grumble about the payment. Say talent say we not treat them well, we not give them better money, so then they pull them out of the people. Well, they talk to us and they make a match by you.
Listeners and moderator, this is a contract. Where you go do any job, then they give you, they say, okay, we don't train you, we don't take you, we don't give you the job. These are the job, these are the conditions there. These are the remuneration what they give you. If you agree, sign and let return them back. And that make we train even buffer. So you see, so those ones that when they
so you're not glad with the money, you don't go take the job.
You don't take the job. You see. But now one isolated cases, but others they really majority of people they appreciate the work is tedious and most of them are sacrifice as Sierra Leoneans. So it's a work continue for patients, work for Australia.
Okay, well fine. Waiting, Mr. Sanko, you get anything for hope?
Yes.
Because one come back now to the final statement.
One for just say we really appreciate with the cooperation we will get from NEC, particularly on the relationship with Mr. Johnny don't establish with we. From the time where this thing start, where we don't begin, and I think we get 2 more weeks for go. By God power. So far, how we they get the problems then? That's why we dey pass the problems then to am, and so then they way not to serious violations, then they correct them. But that slowness, then get for fair way. Then with the numbers in Freetown,
yes.
This is now the urban area, and yeah, people they know their right, people they civilized more so far. Not to say.
A lot of people are not too waiting for that last minute.
That last minute business.
Men not left behind. No, they don't wait last minute.
I think that last minute business now based on the best time on other registrations the way they take place. Say the more way they go, now the more
the number go reduce.
The number they reduce. But this one, it not be so.
I don't think
That's
so.
now because of the acceptance where the people do not accept the process and they embrace them. So me, to a very large extent, in as much as NEC they do them well, they get to do more well.
Okay.
There is large room for improvement.
Right.
Say because the numbers are where we they get, I not see say come the 16th. Right now, I'm very skeptical. I don't know. Say we go get that 3.5 day. And even if we get that 3.5 day, some people anyway still not will register. So, thank you.
So, but Mr. Johnny, let's just go through the 2 weeks them or so where we don't take. Don't look at the figure again. Don't forget for Gui the contact number then where we give you the last time in case anybody get suggestion or you want complain something or you want just make comments. Do you have that number? Then you can call them or send text to them. Now we can decide this. So we'll begin back with the update for the period from 20th of March. Take and reach yesterday, when on Tuesday, the 4th of April.
Okay, so far the provisional daily registration update up to the 16th, the 16th, when from the 20th of March to the 4th of April 2017 as follows. The Eastern region will comprise of 3 districts of Kedima, Kono, Kailan. We don't so far record 408,900 successful applicants, followed by the Northern region, will comprise of 5 districts of Bombali, Cambia, Kwenadugu, Port Loko, and Tonkolili. We don't successfully registered 642,373 applicants. And to the south, comprising 4 districts of Bo, Bonf, Moyamba, Pujehu, we have so far recorded 384,002 successful applicants. And finally, in the Western Urban, comprising 2 districts, Western Region, Western Rural and Western Urban, we have so far successfully registered 372,354 successful applicants. Right. A total of 1,807,629, which comprise 72% of centers registered out of 3,300 centers.
Right. 72%. So if person get complaint or you want make suggestion or you just want make comments generally. If anybody for call.
If anybody you want to make comment on them figures or how the operation they go or any inquiry, we get 2 numbers within at the NEC operation center. What are these? 076 666 213. 076 666 213. The next number now 076 647 569. 076 647 569. Then 2 numbers. So if anybody get any concern,
so when you call it, you go ask for person or you go ask for for identification.
Well, just say NEC operation
center.
In relation of the voter registration, get concern or get NEC operation center.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sanko. We get one final word.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Thank you, Mr. Johnny, for the cooperation where I don't talk say we get from UNA, you in particular. But to me people them with the public, whenever you talk about human rights, you get human obligations too. In as much as the process is not 100% rosy, but still I for continue for exercise patience, because at the end of the day, now you get for benefits. So it good for make we know say, oh, this now we right. Oh, government supposed to do this for we, government supposed for this. If you get small obligation, where you get for contribute for make your rights become a very, very important and beneficial thing to you. So we expect next week again, we go in here for progress reports number 3. For make we tell Una how far the process they go. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Johnny. Any final word?
I just try for tell them say the registration they go on ahead. You not get any area outside. Let's say for stop registration, we still go ahead with registration up to the 16th of April. If any other period beyond that one day, when I come back now this program, we'll go for tell family. We're not going to know from the commission. But the registration they go ahead. I want people to be patient. We don't begin add machine them to centers. Then where people them boku where they not register it, where they go to have that queue. So from tomorrow, when I go to then centers, they will say they go to map trajectory. We know you get. Then you go meet machine on day now. We're gonna try for register before the close of registration.
Well, thank you very much to me panelists. Then, on behalf of the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, with the Minister, Madam Nane Thomas, will tell Mr. Shekusi Johnny, we're in the assistant to the Executive Secretary of the National Electoral Commission, and of course, we own brother, Mr. Usman Zanko, we're in the Public National Coordinator for Public Mobilization with the Tele Bokobo Kutenki, and so we will bring this program to an end. But I just want member will say, Famul, if you get any suggestions, we go help this process, let you not stop at all. For help next Monday, we help the Monday within the field, or you want ask questions, or you want make any contribution, whatever. Please don't forget for call the neck operation centers line the 1 2, the alternate Airtel, 076 666 213 and 076 647 3569, and you will able to get answer. So on behalf of me, producer Mr. Usman Dumbuya and Kuku Bokariwena, the minister in personal assistant, will prepare them, find video them, although we experience 1 or 2 in the, technical hitches them, and of course maybe they bring the program to now, and then TJ Cole, the Megadon, until we see again next week, same place, same time, when our SMBC radio and television. They said we are continue. Stay tuned to SMBC radio. Plenty of programs, plenty of music, plenty of information, and of course entertainment as well. And of course SMBC television. They get movies, they get programs, they get information. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. Until we see you again next week, tata, and have a fantastic time. And say God bless you.
The major concerns are one, education, public education.
Voters' registration have always been free.
We're very excited. Peace has come.
All political parties should be doing now is to get themselves ready. Organize your in-house.
This is 60 Minutes on the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation Television.
It's the program that everyone is talking about on SLBC radio and television. It is such a good thing when you have a very eloquent debater turn up for your program. He makes your day. The job becomes quite interesting and easily done. National Encounter, real people, live in the studio, tough topics. What's really very tough is when they are speaking from dual points of view. At this time, they're speaking for, at the same time, they're speaking against, and in the middle, they're very confused. The weekly debate that keeps them sparring. Sometimes working on a deadline is very difficult, but when you know what to do and you know time is going, you are able to make all the necessary shortcuts, and by the time you realize, you're on air. National Encounter. My name is Samuel Volcaso. Join me every Thursday for National Encounter. National Encounter is live on SLBC TV.
When use, you get use?
Yes, I get use.
This is the program where they give you the use, where they happen all about the country.
Inside where use, we go take you text, Facebook and WhatsApp message. You complain where you will send us letter to the producer. We dey announce about things them working lost and plenty more.
We are there all about the country. But you self can help for bring the use to your area. Where use the original program where they give you updates. Where use? You get use?
Yes, I get use.